Hey guys, welcome back. I am just now getting to these stones from Great Sand Bay. I picked up. You may have seen that rockhound video. If not, you can check it out up there. And some of these are already ready for stage two. Which is pretty typical of beach-worn rocks. So I'm going to be sorting them out here. And the ones that don't qualify for stage two, I'm just going to throw into my barrel here. This is my biggest barrel, so hopefully I won't hopefully I'll won't fill it up too much. Overfill it, I should say. Because I'd like all of these to go in there, but I don't think all of them will. Well, that one's going to be stage one, so I'm just going to sort through real quick. I know some of them phosphoresced a little, but nothing that really screamed, I'm a Uperlite. So I'm just going to sort through real quick, just kind of pick what's going into stage one, stage two. These guys, I don't know how they're going to tumble, but that one's going to tumble for crap. But that one's going to tumble for not that great, but yeah, we'll try it anyway. That one's probably a straight into the DNP pile, but I'll give it a whirl. I'll let it sit for a week. If it comes back out with a bunch of holes in it yet, then I'll move it in. And I'll set it out for the rock garden. That one, oh, gone. A lot of undercutting on the softer material, which means it's probably not going to tumble well, but I'll try running it through stage one and see what I get. Now that one, on the other hand, the black is not so much. So I'm going to set that into stage two. Oh, little dent there. That makes it stage one. Nice thing about this bigger barrel is it'll allow those bigger rocks. Not really a good idea to put the bigger rocks in with the softer materials like this guy. But, oh god, that's almost stage two ready too. I'll set it aside for a minute. If the barrel starts getting full, then I'll call it stage two. That one is stage two ready. A little undercutting on that black mica as usual, but otherwise not bad. I'll give that one a roll in stage one too for a week. Oops, knocking down my brushes. Nice piece of quartz, beach-worn quartz. The nice thing about those is they're pretty and they oftentimes come out ready for stage two. Thanks to being in the great big tumbler called the Great Lake. Yay, nay. I like these little speckled ones. I didn't see a lot of these with the smaller speckles in Eagle River, so it's kind of nice to be able to pick them up somewhere. And let me know down in the comments if you think I'm sorting them wrong. I mean, I know as a tumbling purist, I should probably tumble them all in stage one automatically anyway, but I do have a lot of rocks to get to after that trip. So I'm not too keen on shoving everything into stage one. I gotta speed up the process a little bit. If I had plenty of time and I didn't have, let's see, I got at least four near full 5-gallon buckets sitting here ready to go for tumble. So I'm gonna have to, just kind of press the easy button on some of these. So if you like rock tumbling, stay subscribed. I got plenty coming out. That is what? I don't know why I picked that up. That's going straight into the DNP pile. Do not process. Or in other words, my rock garden. Of course, my rock garden isn't all that pretty because I keep putting the holy rocks out there, but nice piece of quartz ready for stage two. Almost. Again, almost. Yep, stage one, that had kind of a hole there. So thanks for sticking with me as I sort through this stuff. I know when I watch it as I'm editing the video, it's like super boring, but it's also me talking to myself and hearing myself say things that I've already said. So if it's a different experience for you and you enjoy it, I appreciate it. Oh man, I really want to move that into stage 2, but that right there, my barrel is almost half full, so I can pack quite a bit more in there. I don't have to worry about it getting over full on me here. Well, at least not yet. I'm sure if I shove everything in there, it's going to be over full. Now we can move on, which is also part of the reason why I'm sorting. Although this is a stage 1 dedicated barrel, so even if I get all of these back out, I'm going to not be able to put them into one barrel anyway. Anything else for stage 2? I know a lot of people don't like to tumble the galaxy stones for the same reason most people don't like to tumble granite. There's soft minerals in there that will undercut and it won't get a good polish. But I've had some decent results, actually kind of mixed results. Sometimes they've turned out like I should have just thrown them straight into the DNP pile, and ooh, that feels like a piece of hematite. Do I have a magnet out here? I'm gonna have to remedy that. That is feeling pretty dense. I think that might have a little iron in it. Almost moved it into stage 2, but got a little bit of a split there. I have to remedy that magnet thing. I picked up a lot of iron. Our Great Foundry Bay visit produced my son was actually carrying big chunks of iron home with him. I think with the idea that he was going to smelt them himself, or I don't know. He has an interest in blacksmithing, so I was happy to let him carry that iron if he was willing to carry it himself. But if he threatened to throw it in my backpack, it was going to be a no. I carried a lot of weight out of there that day, and probably more than I should have, but it was probably the only time I'm ever going to be there. So, and I had a lot of unique stones that I can't find anywhere else, so I was obliged to carry a bit out. But anyway, that's for that video for another day. So, and if you're watching this video, I probably already released the rockhound for that bay. That was something else. That was a really cool spot too, up in the UP. And I'll quit talking about it and let you guys see that video. I'm getting kind of full here. I think I'm just reached the 2/3 point. I'm just gonna have to call the rest of them out. Almost. Let's find the ones that are pretty here and let's throw them in. Okay, whatever that guy is. And then I'm gonna have to set the rest aside, and I'm probably just gonna throw them in my random bucket. Like that. I think that one phosphoresced, that's why I picked it up. So maybe I'll just throw that one straight into my phosphorescent pile. Because I did find quite a few up there that, not necessarily euperlites, but I found quite a few stones that were pretty enough to, under a UV light, that I collected them. Let's see, anything else in there I should tumble now? Ooh. Oh, I picked that up because it looked like a heart. My wife likes heart rocks, so I picked it up for her. Okay, I gotta stop. That barrel's getting too full. So, there we go. And, yeah, I'm gonna throw, I think, 6 tablespoons of grit in with it. Most of them are pretty smooth to begin with. And, I guess I'll see you guys in a week, or whatever it takes for them to get out of stage 1. So, see you in a bit. Alright, so I do a horrible job of trying to catch these in between stages. I'm joined by my beautiful wife up here, and so I'm not sure how many stages I showed, but this total pile is a culmination of 3 loads through my mini Sonic. It took 3 batches to get through this many stones. So we obviously spent a little more time there than I had thought at Great Sand Bay. Yeah.
We did? We were only there for a sunset.
I know, but we ended up picking up.
There was just a great.
This much, yeah.
Look at the size of all of these too. They're just,
yeah. I was not shy. I mean, ever since I started tumbling those large stones, I have not been shy about picking up big stones. And then I thought this was an agate, but I don't think it was. It
That's
is
really cool, though.
But it is still, yeah, really cool.
Look at this one.
I'm gonna call it a moss agate. Yeah, that was really cool. The line of quartz through it. So yeah, it's typical brown beach, like there was, typically in the Eagle River area. And then of course I'm always picking up quartz because you get a shiny little jewel out of it.
Pretty.
They do take bruising, and they'll take those little fractures. I don't know if you can see it in there, but yeah,
I like
that's
these
the downside. But
little peaches and cream.
Yeah, those turned out well. And of course, if you saw the video of us collecting, my wife was very good at picking stuff out.
I was.
As she always
I can't
is.
remember that.
Yep.
Oh,
then you get
your countertop.
Yep.
Right.
Your granites. Yep. And then you get your banded rhyolites. I was definitely keeping an eye out for those. Yeah, these were really cool. And here's another one. Because you get so many varieties of, it's not just like a straight line on them. You get so many varieties of them that I was just ecstatic whenever I found one.
What is that?
Yeah.
That is neat.
Yeah, it's got some cool stuff going on in it, doesn't it? I would say it's chert offhand, judging by the shine it took and the pitting. But yeah, it's almost close to an agate. Got a little bit of a line there. Maybe it is, I don't know. You always want to call everything an agate, of course. And that one had some scratches on the backside, but then, I guess they ran all the way through. That's why I kind of quit tumbling. I figured there were cracks running all the way through, and you could see another fissure was opening up there. But yeah, so sometimes you just move them on from stage 1.
That's cool.
Yeah, got a little bit of green in it. Yeah, it's kind of weird because the green didn't take a polish at all.
Yeah,
no shine at all. So obviously a softer mineral of some sort.
Cool effect.
And of course you got your amygdaloidals. They were everywhere up the galaxy stones. These ones took a great shine. I was kind of surprised. I've been tumbling a lot of these because, I've had a lot of these coming through from up there, but some of them are coming out just brown, dull, not looking all that great, but these ones are taking a great shine, so really happy with how these turned out. I don't know what I did different or if I did anything different. Might be just the beach there, too. But, like I said, in the Horseshoe Harbor, we had so many that we just started picking up ones that didn't have a lot of holes that looked like the holes didn't run all the way through. There's another banded rhyolite. Yeah. Cool on that side, not so much that one.
It's skipping stone.
Right. One that survived Kenneth. If he found one, he'd check it. That almost has like a mudstone look to it. With all the different lines on it. I'm really happy with how the shine turned out on all of these, though. They turned out really well. I don't really see anything that it turned out dull. Like this kind of stone, you would expect to kind of turn out dull, and even that took a decent shine.
Ooh, well, kind of stands out a little. Blue.
Yeah.
Seems blue to me, anyway.
Blue-gray. Kind of like that not unikite that I found that one time that I absolutely love that color. Wow, look at that shine on that one. Makes me wonder again if it isn't a type of chert or something.
And then
you got your unikite.
Yep. That's what I was thinking.
They weren't really, there wasn't a ton of unikites. I expect to see a ton of unikites up there in the Keweenaw, but there wasn't really that many from what I found.
Did you pick this one up yet?
No.
That's like is that some quartz? And then...
Yeah, I would assume it's quartz.
Kind of cool.
Almost a unikite, yeah. Yeah, feldspar and quartz. Yeah. And more countertop. I think these were the ones that I was picking up, half expecting to be euperlites later.
Oh.
And some of them do fluoresce, but I didn't find.
It's kind of cool with the little It's a really cool shape. It looks like a little
and
pendant.
the pattern on it. Yeah, exactly. If nothing else, I'll make a cute little small fridge magnet.
Oh, yeah.
This must be a piece of shirt too. It's got fun colors in it. Yeah, I went out in the water, and these little quartzes were easy to spot.
Yeah.
And I pick them up. You know, obviously, if some of them turn out, you get that shiny, you get little gem-looking thing, and but they make great tumbling media. So, like these little ones are great little hard nodules for things to tumble against because they're 7, I think, on the most scale, 7.5, somewhere like that. So they're really hard. So they make great tumbling media, which is the other reason why I'm constantly picking them up.
What's that? It's like,
Ooh.
Looks like a night sky
Holy
with
cow.
thousands of stars.
I have no idea. And it's not shining the individual minerals, so it's not like a hematite or anything. Yeah, and the shine it took. Oh my gosh, look at that.
That's cool.
Yeah, and the white specks also took that shine, so it didn't undercut. It's I don't know what that is, but it is something else. That was really pretty.
Yeah.
Magnet material, I guess. Kind of like this amygdala oil. That would be a good magnet too, with the flat sides on it.
Oh, that's a fun one.
Cabinet pulls. We're talking about making some cabinet pulls for our house, but I think we counted how many? Like 100 some in here we got in this house.
Yeah.
But these ones are the bar ones, so I don't know what we can do with those. We'll use it as an idea. Whether I get around to it or not, we'll see. I am not spending a lot of time out in my shed other than tumbling, so I got to get out there at some point. But she and I are moving in together next year, so time is of the essence for us. We'll see after that. Maybe she'll want me out in the shed after that, once we're living together. Will you go out in the shed? Well, that one's kind of cool. A little concretion of some sort. Almost looks like an amygdala, you know, like a...
And then they're different base color.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I try to avoid those, but that turned out well. This whole batch, I don't know. I don't know if the minerals were just varied enough that they didn't crush each other, like the hardnesses and stuff. What else is cool in here? There's a nice piece of banded rhyolite. Got shine on that one. Wow. Nice. Ooh, that's pretty.
Yeah.
A line of pink in there. Yeah. What else did we not highlight? This is really cool. Yeah, that Great Sand Bay, I mean, it's a sandy beach and rocks too, and rocks along the shore, but there's also sand. I think my son went out. That was the beach he went out 20, 30 feet, and he's looking back at me. He says, "What is this?" And he was still only like knee deep in the water. So he was a little upset with how shallow it was. So it's a great beach for the kids. If you're a rock hounder, it gives you something to do. And yeah, it was a fun little beach, safe for the kids. It was a harbor, Great Sand Bay. It's an actual bay.
Stairs down to it.
Yeah, and stairs down, so it's protected from traffic.
Yeah.
And yeah, it is. I got a nice shine in that, a little piece of something in there. I don't know if I can catch it on there. You can kind of see it on the camera.
Did you see this one yet?
Yeah, no. Was it a little? Move it up a little bit there. Yeah.
Right, I'll let you do it because I don't know where.
Yeah, and then the focus, like you had it in the right spot, and then the focus went out. But yeah, little pieces of feldspar through there. It looks like rhyolite again, but it filled in with feldspar. Maybe smooth. That's not a crack either. That's smooth. So filled in with something dark there. That's a crack. I mean that line, but yeah, I don't know. That was pretty cool. But yeah, it was a fun beach for sure. Beautiful sunset there too. Yeah. It was amazing. Oh, and these weren't from that beach, but I ended up... Oh, my last batch was not a very big batch, so I grabbed 2 big stones that I've been waiting to tumble, and that one could probably go through stage 1 again, or at least I could fracture it and send it back through stage 1, but...
That's cool.
But it's got that little bit of pyrite in there. You can see the sparkle of the gold in there.
That one's so cool.
Yeah, and this is the kind of banded rhyolite I was aiming for all weekend. Or all week that week. I was just looking for stuff like this. And yeah, that is so pretty. That one I might keep myself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure. I love that one. But yeah, so if you get a chance, check that one out too. It's just east of Eagle River. You can see the monastery from the beach with your naked eye. I think when I did the rock hound, I
Yeah.
tried to show the monastery. It didn't show up on the camera, but you can definitely see it with a naked eye. And I thought we could hear the bells. I thought we heard the bells while we were
the
there.
night,
Yep.
maybe.
And yeah, the sunset was amazing. You got all kinds of nice, safe place to take the
Yeah.
kids.
But these are just, there's such variety.
Yep. And these will probably end up being used in a crafting project my mom wants us to do. My son and I. Well, more my son than me. So all these little stones will have a use. She wants to, she wants to make a painting or something with them.
Oh.
So yeah, that'll be the floor of that. Maybe my son and Dad are talking about making resin top tables, so maybe some of these will get used up in there too, which would be really cool. Be a fun little way to combine all Ken generations into one project. So maybe you'll see that eventually coming up. Don't expect that anytime soon, but if it gets made, you'll see it. Oh, that one's cool. That's a kind of concretion too. Oh, here, I'll get and focus. And there, yeah. Some sort of concretion that turned out well. Here's a fun little quartz. I can't pass up quartz, and they always turn out so varied, so cool. You get different patterns in them, different colors mixed in. That one's yellow. I know I've gotten some with greens and reds in them before. Yeah. Okay.
Beautiful.
That one looks like it fluoresces. That one, I would imagine, is a blue fluorescent. Wow, it's a good
Get your
shine.
UV light
Either
on
that or
that.
not at all, because that might be all quartz, given that amount of shine on it.
Did you look at this one yet?
I don't know.
That is very shiny.
Yeah.
Did I do okay?
You did okay.
Yes.
Yeah, it's got a nice shine to it. Yeah, that thing is gorgeous. Fun. Yeah, heavy on the browns there for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, you see anything red or,
Pretty.
like I said, you get that sparkle of the white, popping up, and that definitely catches your eye out there because everything's sand or brown or... Jeez, that thing again. The black, just almost like obsidian. It's not like mica. But yeah, it was a fun beach, great for the family, and yeah, if you get a chance and you're up in the Keweenaw and you want to spend some time at a gorgeous little beach, that there was definitely a lot of families when we went by during the day. There was definitely a lot of families
There's
there.
always somebody there.
Yeah, and at
Not
night,
hugely busy though.
yep.
Yep.
I think that night was after getting close to sunset or just after. I saw there were a lot of couples out there, but they all had UV lights, all looking for UV lights.
Wonder what they looking for.
Same as us. I think I looked for a couple minutes till the battery died, but yeah, then we called it a night. Yeah, that's a piece of quartz too. Look at that.
That is?
Yeah. Just doesn't. I mean.
It seems more opaque than
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, I can just see around the edges. So with the lights. So
Okay.
yeah, it's definitely filled in with another mineral, but heavy on the quartz for sure. So yeah. Well, thanks for joining us and checking out the rocks and seeing what they look like. Jeepers. Okay, we'll be at this for days if we don't quit. So thanks for catching us. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.